Now Donnie Jones, an original 7th-round pick of the Seahawks, on to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 38 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass block.
Jay's going to go. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Philly. 79 yards. They'll try to run with Jay. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On second down, Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Jay. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jay. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And that one results in 35 yards. This is Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Here's Ajayi. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. That's under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. K.J. Wright in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Lacy gets the handoff from Wilson. And an alley, Lacy, see you later. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big run there by Lacy. 42 yards on the ground. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Eddie Lacy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wentz now on first down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They run with Ajayi. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Now it's Ajayi. Bust through the tackle. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And ready now for 2nd and 9. And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. He finds an opening past the 40. Ajayi's going to go. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early. Try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they run with a backup. This is LittleJaayRaw's. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Flushed out right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They run the counter now on first down. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LittleJaay, 61 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Wilson to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Vinny Curry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man complete. 30, the 20, 10, and he is is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 87 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out and out come the Eagles. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him. And he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to work. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards on the ground. And they'll run it here. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And on the ground they go with a running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we're going to have to go for the hot dogs.
Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's Rawls. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Throwing is Wilson. And that's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Third and 1, Wilson. And Wilson has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
First down, this is Rawls. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? I want to check into a throw the next time.
Now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down at the 28. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked. Back at the 5-yard line. The offense on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Handoff as they run the counter play. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I've got zero rooting interest in this game, but this is a lot of fun to watch. When you watch a guy get with his offensive line and have that great relationship, and I think it has to have been built during the week, during training camp, throughout the season, sitting and watching tape together, finding where their creases are, the gaps, knowing how guys are going to block. And right now, he's almost unstoppable.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 19. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss. Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it with Lacey. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On first down, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Wilson. Out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
Jay's going to go. 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. He's back to throw. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Again, it's Lacey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.